start this out by saying, I like it. I like it. My complaints about this song is, I get where he's going with it, but for I know, like, we all try to be hip and try to keep up with the times and this and that, but for me, it's just some shit that someone over a certain age really shouldn't be messing with, like, especially like Prince now in his life, where, he has pledged his loyalty to Jehovah, and, he doesn't curse, he doesn't do this, and, my thing is, like, the word thought, right? Like, the word thought is mentioned in this song, and I didn't even know what a thought was. Like, when I first heard it a few months ago, like, somebody had mentioned it. I had no idea what thought meant.
Yeah.
And they like, oh, that hoe over there. And I'm like,
right.
Okay, so my thing is, like, if you approach a woman, nah, really, check it out. If you approach a woman, and this is like no disrespect to no women out there, if you approach a woman and call a woman a bitch, most likely that woman gonna slap the shit out of you or cuss your ass back out. Right. Now, what's the difference in calling a woman a thought versus calling her a bitch? It's disrespectful as fuck.
I mean, it's still degrading. Either whatever, whichever way you want to say it.
Right. And then, like, he just didn't say it once, but it was like, what do you expect in the club full of thoughts? Club full of thoughts. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like it. You know what I'm saying? But I would really think that I with this album in general, well, I'll get to that at the end when we get done reviewing the track.
Right.
But that's my only thing with that particular song. Like, I like it. It bumps. But I would really have to question, like, what he was thinking, like, in doing that. When there are other songs on the album, like, when it's cursing, like, well, I get to that too. But go ahead. All right.
Yeah, I think this is one of my favorites also. I think it took me a couple listens to really grab me, but I do like it more now. This is almost, I'm not going to say this is a club banger, but, I could probably hear this in a club. It would be interesting just to hear this in a club, just to see how people would react to it.
Right.
The group Curly Fries, which, by the way, I actually checked out a couple of their videos on YouTube, and which one of them is the girl who's in the Breakfast Can Wait video, Danielle Carell. I think that's how you say her last name. If I chopped your name up, I apologize. But her and another young lady, both of them are like nice looking, very nice looking. But the rap that they do on here is not bad. I like the way they flow. So it goes with the song.
Right.
But yeah, I'm like you. I was I was a little surprised with Prince using the word thought.
Yeah.
That definitely threw me for a loop, and it also throws me for a loop too throughout this album, how he censors himself to cursing.
Right. But then thought like it's
right.
Like it's not like it's thought. I don't think it's like would be considered like a cuss word, but it is very disrespectful.
Right.
To women. But on the Curly Fries tip though, I thought that the beginning of the song where the girl was kind of like on the block like it's hot, like it's early June, some. I thought she was spitting bars, man.
Right.
I thought that shit was hot. I thought that was.
Right. Like they definitely have a nice flow. When I listened to it, I could vibe with it. I'm like, okay,
right.
Like this is not bad. Like Like I don't think the rap is weak. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's like
not weak, but it ain't high caliber rap shit though.
right.
That particular bar I'm talking about, where she rhymed June with Moon and I guess cartoon and all that. Like I thought that one particular bar was hot as hell.
Yeah.
You know.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely a decent rap. You know what I'm saying? I can't diss him for it. You know, it's cool.
Right.
You know, but they are hot though.
Yeah.
They are hot. So anybody out there, check them out. They nice looking.
All right, that's what's up. All right, moving along. This could be us.
The remix.
Yo, I'm gonna go ahead and say this, and I don't even care about the backlash, but it's dog shit.
Damn.
It is dog shit. I don't like it. It does not compare to the original. I don't know what they were thinking, but this may be my least favorite track on this album. Like I don't. You know what it really reminded me of? How he did Tell Me How You Want to Be Done for the remix for The Continental.
Oh man, the Turkey Jays.
Yeah. That's what this reminds me of. That's what this totally fucking reminds me of. Yes. Yes, sir.
Well,
yeah. I mean, I don't think it's hot.
Okay.
I mean, I just.
Hey man,
this could be us.
Yourself.
Like this could be the one off of Artificial Age was like all of that.
Right.
But this right here, no, I ain't feeling it at all.
Well, I'll say this: I don't feel the exact same way about it like you do. Other than I do like the original better. But this is a pretty good remix. I mean, I like it for the most part. I just wish that it wasn't on the album. You know, I think it would have been better just released as a single, like, just for a remix or something like that. I mean, it's cool. And I know that before this album came out, it was said this was supposed to be like experimental. This is for the hardcore Prince fans, and yeah, I guess I can see on this song. This does seem a little experimental with with the different sounds and things like that they added to it. I don't know if you noticed, but I don't think that they put the first verse on this track.
No, they didn't.
So it goes right into the second verse, which I was kind of confused about that. But I'm like, okay. So, I mean, it's a pretty good remix, but I prefer the original. But I do like the part where he adds that guitar in there. I do like that a lot. I do like that. That definitely adds something to the song. But other than that, I mean, that's all I got for it. I'm not gonna co-sign that. It's pretty good, but I prefer the original.
Yeah, original smashing it. All right, moving along.
Falling in love tonight.
Now I don't see. This is what was really killing me with this album, though. Like, okay, we have heard, with the exception of maybe 2 or 3 songs, in one form or another, we have heard this whole album already, with the exception of 2 or 3 songs. Now, Fall in Love Tonight, I like it. Matter of fact, I love Fall in Love Tonight, right?
Right.
But it just seems like rehash. It just seems like rehash. I prefer the first one he released with the girl from New Girl, Zoe Deschanel.
Yeah.
Like, I prefer that one. But this one is okay. But it just seemed like a bunch of damn rehash. You know what I mean?
Right. Mm-hmm.
So, I like it. You know what they call what type of music is that they call that? EDM or something like that? Is that what they're kind of that?
I guess, but you know what? Yeah, I mean, this is more to me. It reminds me of it's like a mixture of like almost like pop, disco, techno, like music. It reminds me of like the techno music from the '90s a little bit,
Right.
but more, I guess, more up to date a little bit. Um, I like the song as well for the most part. This version's cool. I can listen to it. I like it, but I think I'm like you. I like the original one with Zoe. What's her last name?
Chanel. Chanel.
Yeah, Chanel. Yeah, I think I like that one more because I didn't think there was anything wrong with that version. Now I don't know if this is Prince didn't want to give her, didn't want to pay her for putting the song on the album or what, or maybe he felt like his vocals, on it would sound better, but really there was nothing wrong with the original one.
No.
So I do think this is a good pop song.
Yeah, I like it. It's great.
I could definitely hear this in a club and
right,
seeing people dancing to it. Yeah, I like it.
Moving on. X Faces.
X's
face. I said X's face. Okay. Which I think this is hot. I think I love X's face. I think it's hot. You know what I'm saying? One of the best tracks on the album, I think. When we the first time I think we heard it was like, I guess the week that he was coming into Louisville, they had released like this on Live Nation.
Right.
And what if?
What if?
Yeah. What if? And that's an okay track too. I like that. But X
I like that.
When I first heard it, I'm like, damn, like this is hot. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it really is really in that line of songs. Like as far as the album go, it really does remind me of "Ain't About to Stop."
Right.
You know what I mean? In that line of musical shit.
Mm-hmm.
But X Faces, I love it. I think it's hot.
I do like the song more now, but I still feel just like I felt about it when I heard it back in when was that? Around March. It sounds like a song that has potential, but it just sounds like an unfinished track to me. It's not bad. It's not bad. I'm not saying that it's a bad song. I like it for the most part, but it just sounds like an unfinished song.
Oh, it's definitely a finished track, because it ain't no different than it was released. It was released back in March.
Right. So, and then sometimes, when I listen to the song, and I remember listening to Michael Dean's podcast, the Podcast Juice show. Shout out to him and his whole crew. When they was talking about this song for the first time, and he mentioned it reminded him of the song. It was a song off of one of the episodes from Empire. And what's the one character's name? Jamal?
What?
Is that his name? Well, anyway, he did a song on there called Drip Drop.
Oh, Drip Drop.
Right. So, and he was saying that's what the beat on X's face kind of reminds him of. So now when I listen to it, I start thinking about that.
I don't know about that. That's funny, though. That's funny.
It is funny, but
because you know what? Drip Drop was terrible for real. Like, that shit was terrible. Like,
yeah.
So.
Yeah, but yeah, it's like I said, it's a decent track. I can listen to it, but that's all I got.